Still on headlines, you are still listening on the Sunset app that gives you real-time news and interviews all the time. Some 11 of 32 barangays in Valenzuela City and 5 in Malabon City remain flooded after heavy rain spawned by a low-pressure area east of the country. This developed as Malabon City residents blamed the unfinished multi-billion Kamanava mega dike flood control for the continuing flood woes. Ana Mejia, Valenzuela Public Information Chief, says the city government of Valenzuela, through its Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, regularly monitors the flood level in the affected barangays. In Malabon City, Information Chief Bong Padua reported that only 5 of 21 barangays in the city remain underwater as dikes breached at the height of heavy downpour.
Here's your latest headline news update on DZRJ810am, the voice of the Philippines.
President Aquino is scheduled to sign into law 3 bills: the Electric Power Industry Reform Act, or EPIRA, the bills allowing the employment of night workers, and the mandatory basic immunization for infants and children. Also to be signed by Aquino is Joint Resolution Number 1 extending the period of existence of the Joint Congressional Power Commission that was sponsored by his allies in the Senate and the House of Representatives. Apart from the 3 bills that the Chief Executive will be signing into law, 2 other bills have already been signed since he assumed office in June 2010. The Philippine Coast Guard confirmed that only 39% of the salvaging operations in the sunken MV Princess of the Stars have been accomplished. PCG spokesman Lieutenant Commodore Algier Ricafrente says possible oil spill from the vessel caused them to work more carefully and slowly. Ricafrente adds that before they stalled the search and retrieval operations on June 18. At present, Sulpicio Line's owner of the sunken vessel is facing civil and criminal cases. A Philippine Navy supply ship has reached Pag-asa Island and the Kalayaan Island group in the Spratlys and has unloaded troops and fresh provisions. The BRP Benguet LST-507 dropped anchor off Pag-asa Island the other day but has yet to complete unloading its cargo of food and other supplies due to bad weather, according to a Palawan-based source. The ship will return to its base in Palawan if it completes its delivery. The source did not say how many troops were brought in or if some had been pulled out after completing their 1-month tour of duty. First Philippine Industrial Corporation, or the FPIC, owner of the pipeline which had leaked oil into Barangay Bangkal in Makati City, assured residents of the affected West Tower condominium that the rehabilitation will be completed by the end of the year. FPIC President Tony Mabasa says contractors were able to make proper and complete assessments of the condominium's rehabilitation needs. Before being granted full access to the building, FPIC had to secure from West Tower entry permits before they can enter the condominium premises and has been limited in its assessment of the building. A pregnant 17-year-old is slated to seek help from the Commission on Human Rights in Caraga after her OB-GYN from the Butuan City Medical Center allegedly molested her while having a prenatal exam. The family of the victim is filing a case against Dr. Wenceslao Abarquez of acts of lasciviousness. Abarquez is said to have removed the teenage girl's underclothing and proceeded to grow parts of the girl's body. The family also sought help from the National Bureau of Investigation at the Department of Social Welfare and Development in Butuan. A Senate bill seeks to ban reappointing members of the Judicial and Bar Council, or JBC, after their terms have expired. Senator Francis Escudero says any regular JBC member who has completed his or her term would no longer be eligible for reappointment to the same position. He says the bill seeks to avoid the possibility of instances where its members succumb to pressure from the executive to nominate individuals based on political considerations instead of their actual merits. Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago, who filed a similar bill, says reappointments to the JBC may also result in a loss of opportunity for other lawyers and legal experts to serve in the council. The Sandigan Bayan convicted 3 former town mayors of graft and malversation for allegedly mishandling government funds. Found guilty were Tony Dupiano, former mayor of Cayapa, Nueva Vizcaya, Warlino Relova of Bacolod, Lanao del Norte, and Zenaida P. Maamo of Liloan, Southern Leyte. Relova was sentenced to 12 to 20 years in prison on 2 graft convictions for causing injury to the municipal government of Bacolod, Lanao del Norte. Maamo, on the other hand, was sentenced to 6 to 12 years imprisonment along with other and former Assistant Municipal Treasurer Juliet O. Celor in connection with the alleged collection of salaries of a number of workers from July 1997 to March 1998 who all turned out to be Coast employees.